Okay, so Miitopia is releasing on the Nintendo Switch in a little less than 2 weeks. Now this game has already caused quite a bit of controversy, as not only is the game releasing on the Switch at a price of $80 Australian when it was only $50 Australian on the 3DS, but Miitopia also got an 18+ rating in Russia, which is just plain weird. But anyways, putting those things aside, on the surface, Miitopia releasing on the Switch doesn't seem like anything too crazy. However, I think Miitopia is more than just another plain old port. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I think Miitopia is more important than we think it is. Alright, so as I'm sure you all know, Miitopia is being ported over from the 3DS. However, I think a lot of people don't know that Miitopia is actually the very first 3DS exclusive game to be ported over to the Switch, which I think is pretty crazy. Now, why do I think this is crazy? Well, Miitopia being ported to the Switch makes it possible for other 3DS exclusives to be brought over to the Switch as well, which in my eyes is nothing but a good thing, as the 3DS had a pretty solid library. Some games that I would love to see ported over to the Switch are Kid Icarus Uprising, The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, and Super Mario 3D World, as I think these games are all pretty good and would work well on the Switch. And before Miitopia was announced to be releasing on the Switch, everyone, including myself, had basically just accepted the fact that 3DS exclusives were not going to be ported over to the Switch. But now all of the mostly great first-party 3DS games have a chance at being ported over to the Switch. This is obviously great for people who never owned a 3DS, as they'll get the chance to play a bunch of great games that they missed out on. And it will also be pretty refreshing to get ports that aren't just from the Wii U. But on the other hand, for people that did own a 3DS, such as myself, it's going to fucking suck to see a library of games that we already own being released on the Switch, instead of just brand new games being released on the Switch. But there's nothing we can really do about it, so I don't see the point in complaining. Seeing as the Nintendo Switch has been out for over 4 years, it's just kind of strange to me that Nintendo waited this long to port a 3DS exclusive game to the Switch. It's almost like now that basically every first-party game from the Wii U has been ported over to the Switch, the Nintendo are gonna just start pumping out ports of 3DS games. The next ports of 3DS exclusives that I reckon we're gonna see on the Switch are Tomodachi Life, Luigi's Mansion 2, and Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. When the Switch released back in March of 2017, Nintendo had basically just abandoned Miis, as the Mii Maker was pretty hidden and was just shit. All you could do with Miis was make them your profile, and there weren't even any games to use your Miis in. However, Miitopia is bringing back Miis. And along with that, Miitopia has revolutionized the way that we are able to make them, as the Mii Maker in Miitopia is just fucking insane. Through Miitopia's Mii Maker, people are making Miis of every character under the fucking sun. You've got Garfield Miis, Sonic Miis, Kirby Miis, and even Squidward Miis. These Miis just weren't possible to make in the regular Mii Maker, so I'm hoping that the good old Mii Maker gets a much needed update that basically just adds all of Miitopia's exclusive features into the regular Mii Maker. Also, I would love to see more games to do with Miis be released on the Switch. Like give us Wii Sports Resort Deluxe and Tomodachi Life Definitive Edition, and who knows, maybe Nintendo could even make a brand new game to do with Miis. So to summarize all the shit that I just said, Miitopia could mark not only the start of exclusive 3DS games being ported over to the Switch, but it could also mark the much needed return of Miis. And with all that said, it's the end of the video. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna pick up Miitopia, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for more Nintendo content, and yeah, thank you for watching.